I want to take you guys along on a tour of a house that's located in Linwood Glen. I know this house quite well because I've stayed in it for the past 8 years. It's my personal home and this is my personal house tour. As soon as you drive into my yard, you'll see there's quite a big piece of land in the front, and that's because all of these stands are traditionally quite big. I think it's like 2,080 square meters. So quite a piece of land to maintain and a bit of an effort, but it's really nice having garden space. We have a lot of natural life, parrots, bush babies, hornbills, a bunch of birds, a bunch of wildlife, really nice, and my dog really likes it as well. As soon as you come into the house, I basically have my own study to the right. My idea initially was that I would be eating here and so on, so it was very nice that it's separate from the main house, but meet a client here officially, maybe some casual meetings, but nothing really formal in any ways as I imagined it. But this is my little man cave. It's got a lot of books, it's got a lot of stuff, it's got, normally when my wife says she doesn't want something in the house and I really want it, I say cool, it's going in my study, and that's where it ends. I also work here, and I've got my tools here and a bunch of things like that. So little man cave right at the door. Then across from that is our living area. So large open plan living area divided by a stone fireplace. So the fireplace, a lot of people come in and ask, is it functional? Yes, of course it's functional. We use it every night in winter. As you can see, I think, yeah, there's even some ashes in there at the moment because we burned the fire last night. So we do use it. It heats the house up tremendously, and it's very nice to have. On that side, I added these stacking doors, well, sliding doors, wooden sliding doors. The whole house is quite traditional. And even though we typically do a lot of modern finishes, my personal house is very much more traditional, more like modern farmhouse, maybe a bit of colonial style, that type of vibe. So you'll see big white tiles, stone, white, you know, and a lot of wood. So the wood and the plants bring a natural element in, and if I was a marketing agent or a real estate agent, I would call this a yoga veranda, because I think with all of the plants and that type of things dividing the space, it really makes for a space where you can literally do yoga or something while having the road on that side. But this opens it up, it feels like a massive window. We've never really used that veranda for anything else, but it's like a big window that opens up. On this wall, we had a TV cabinet, and as TV cabinets were becoming too small for the size of standard TVs, I think at that stage I had like a 48-inch or something, and it didn't fit into the TV cabinet. So I went looking through antique shops and I found this. Now some people have said it's a medicine cabinet, some have said it's old kitchen cabinetry. But just come and have a look here. Have a look at how close this fits. So I measured it like twice or 3 times. I actually phoned my wife, asked her to measure the space. She told me the measurement. I measured this thing while at the shop and it was perfect, like literally perfect. I didn't believe her. I thought she maybe measured wrong because it couldn't be that perfect for the space. But I came home, measured the space as well. The measurements were right, like she said. And I ended up buying this little shelf and redoing it a bit, but it suits this space perfectly. Now, on that trend, a lot of things in our house are second-hand. Well, not a lot of things, almost everything. The couches are second-hand, that's from an antique shop. There's a bunch of things, the table, the dining room table. So we really don't like to spend a lot of money just on interior design. And I think it's really important to in some way figure out ways of not spending a lot of money but still creating something nice. A bunch of these chairs, I think 4 of these chairs are second-hand, and I went and bought 3 more or something like that from the actual shop to complete it, but I found 4 of them online, and we actually had it in our old place and eventually upgraded to this table. I got this table with the house as well. So a lot of things second-hand and reused, like these portraits as well. They're from a restaurant that closed down. So a lot of things, it's really nice to use older things again and still be able to create a nice feel. Now, there's a big outside backyard as well. It leads out with these stacking doors, which creates a really nice entertainment space. A lot of times when it's not as warm, or sometimes when it's too warm, we actually use the dining space while still swimming and living outside, because it is very much an outside-inside living area. But at a certain time of day, like right now when it's 4 o'clock, that big tree gives us shade right where our table is. So we used to have an umbrella here. We didn't need it anymore because we realized that gives shade. This umbrella I also bought from a restaurant that closed down. It's still a bit of a project that I need to fix up, but it's a really nice umbrella and works really nice in our little Boma area. Like I said just now, our Boma area is then adjacent to that, and this is where I make fire. I braai on a gas braai when I just want to quickly braai some food. But I like the idea of being able to make a fire, and sometimes I even braai on there. In the back we've got a big pool. It's a 100,000 litre pool, so really nice and big and quite a mission to maintain, but I've got a guy who maintains pools. If you need his information, put a comment down below and I will link you up with him. He maintains it, he brings all his chemicals and everything, and now it's always blue, so it works really well like that. Like I said in the beginning, big backyard, a bit of a lemon tree back there, a lot of plants, and really low maintenance, you know, so really not a lot of effort to maintain the plants except for cutting the grass. Behind that little wall, we've got a little, what I call a scrapyard. It's all the rubbish, all the stuff you don't want to have visible in your house. And essentially it's also the clothes drying rack and all of that, all in there. So let's head back inside. As we head inside, you guys will be able to see the floors. Now, these floors are terrazzo. It's a 80 by 80 or 800 by 800 terrazzo tile. Now, terrazzo, we'll be able to see over here. If you look at that, it's a cementatious tile. So it's cement with pieces of granite and pieces of marble in it, and then all polished down to be a tile. So those floor tiles are 20 mil thick, and you can literally walk them down all the way to the bottom, and I will not outlive these tiles. You can literally walk them through, but no person will do that. These are and have been in the house for I think 3 years now, but like I say, they will last another 50 or so years. Coming into the kitchen, we reused the old kitchen cabinetry. So it's wood, like I said in the beginning, we wanted to keep that natural feel. So we've got wooden kitchen cabinets and then concrete tops. So very natural baseline. We've got also electric stove, gas, other way around, electric oven, gas stove. And then through the back here, there's a little butler sink, copper sanitary ware, not copper, brass sanitary ware. And then we've got a little pantry and a scullery with 2 appliance spaces. Then coming down the hallway is basically the first bathroom on the left coming down. So as you go inside, you'll see there's quite a big vanity, nice and spacious, large drawers. Then there's a toilet as well as a bath with a built-in shower. Again, the brass cabinet hardware throughout, and so we basically have a combination of natural elements like wood, a mixed cement in white, and then the brass all the way throughout. Then on the right, the first bedroom was converted for my wife as an office. So this is like a woman built this table for her. This is actually a large tile that we reused and used, and we built the whole frame for it. She uses a standing desk, so she can stand or sit down or whatever on it. Little clothes hanger for her, and I painted these cabinets white, and we put on some gold hardware for her. So very girly, very much a woman cave. Also in these floors, hardwood parquet, so solid wooden floors in these bedrooms. Then the next bedroom is what we use as a guest bedroom. It's got a little ensuite. It's got the same hardwood parquet and some wooden cabinetry. The bedroom across from it is also a single bedroom. Currently, this is being used as my dog's bedroom. His bed is in here. He doesn't sleep on here, he sleeps on there. But nice wooden cabinetry as well. Very spacious, nice big bedrooms. And then into the master. As you walk in, you'll see we've got a lot of cabinetry space. I recently redid all of these. I think there's a video on it on YouTube about it as well. But this is 5.5 meters worth of cabinetry, so quite a lot. And then a big bay window to that side, nice blinds, that type of thing. And then an open plan bathroom. So freestanding bath in here. Again, we used the terrazzo tiles on the walls here, just cut it and used it in a different pattern. Some feature lights that I actually got from Valance. These are actually, this whole thing is basically the globe. So it's like a plain pendant light with a globe. So I think that really works well. And then some mixed cement again, white mixed cement. Very nice little handmade Spanish tiles on the walls of the walk-in shower. And then a large vanity. Now, like I say a lot of times on property tours, I don't believe in a his and hers that much. So much so that I didn't do a his and hers in my own bathroom. We never used the bathroom at the same, we never use we never stand up here and both brush our teeth at the same time. So a big single vanity is, to me, better than a his and hers. That was my entire house tour. So I want to show you one more thing about this house. I do what is called house hacking. That means I've got flatlets on the side or a part of my property that I rent out, and by renting that out I get an income from it, and in that way I can use that income to help pay my bond. So I've got 3 flats on the side, separate entrance, walled off, completely like my neighbor. And here's the little key thing, all of them are legally built on legal plans and all of that. So house hacking is really cool. Don't do it with Wendy houses in your backyard. Do it with legal buildings on your yard. So for instance, my one building is a garden flat, officially on my plans. The other is a staff quarters, and the other used to be like a practice for a medical doctor, and that's been converted as well. So 3 flats all giving me income. Now it's a little bit of a gray area whether that's a good idea or not, but it really helps me pay the bond. So, like they always say on these shows, I showed you everything, all the parts of where I live, how we live, all of it. But it's now time for you guys to leave. So thanks for coming. And I'm gonna relax a bit. So I'll see you guys later.